Namaste. Welcome to Wholesome Living Through Food, a beautiful collaboration between Yoga and You and home cooking. Here we explore traditional recipes that nourish the body, mind and soul. Today we are sharing a wholesome Dal Dhokli, a comforting meal inspired by Ayurveda. A perfect meal to nourish your body after your yoga practice. It's a very wholesome and very tasty dish. So let's get started and check it out. For this recipe, I've taken about half cup of Toor Dal and I have soaked it for about 1 hour. To the pressure cooker, add the soaked dal along with the water. To this, I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, just a pinch of hing, half teaspoon salt, just a few peanuts. It's roughly about a tablespoon. So I've added a little more water, roughly about 2 cups. Just give it a quick mix. You can see the dal is completely immersed. The reason I've soaked the dal so that it cooks well and it's nice and mushy. Pressure cook on medium flame for about 4 to 5 whistles. You can see the dal is cooked beautifully. Remove it and keep it aside. The next step is to temper the dal. Take a nice white kadai, add 1 tablespoon of oil and 1 spoon of ghee. To this, add 1 teaspoon of mustard, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds. Once the mustard seeds start crackling, add 2 red chilies half, add 2 green chilies slit. I'm also adding a pinch of hing, that is asafoetida powder. Also add a few curry leaves. Next, add 2 medium-sized tomatoes chopped. Mix the tomatoes well along with the rest of the ingredients. To this, I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon red chili powder and 1 teaspoon coriander powder. Mix everything well. Cook the tomatoes till they are a bit mushy. Once you've mixed the spice powder, now I'm going to add the salt. Just adding about half teaspoon of salt. So you can see the tomatoes are cooked beautifully. It's nice and mushy. At this point, I'm going to add the dal. Keeping the flame on low, pour the cooked dal. Just give it a quick mix. Close the kadai and cook the dal for about 5 minutes on medium flame. After 5 minutes, let's check on the dal. To balance the flavors, I'm adding a piece of jaggery. So this will give a nice mild sweetness to the dish. Mix everything well. If you don't want jaggery, you can do it without it. Now our dal is ready. Let's start making the dhokli. For the dhokli, to a nice wide bowl, I've taken 1 cup of atta, that is wheat flour. Add 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, half teaspoon chili powder, half teaspoon cumin powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt, half teaspoon ajwain. Just add about 2 teaspoons of oil. Just give it a quick mix. So gradually start pouring water and kneading the dough. So you can see I've kneaded the dough nicely. Let this rest for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you can see the dough is nice and soft. Divide the dough into equal sized dough balls. Dust the dough ball with a little flour and place it on the rolling surface and roll it out. You don't want it too thin or too thick. You can see I've rolled it to a nice medium sized thickness. Now I'm using a pizza cutter and I'm going to cut it into diamonds, but you can cut it into squares or rectangles or whatever shape that you like. You can also use a knife if you don't have the pizza cutter. After you've made the dhokli, just heat the dal a little bit. If you feel the dal is thickened, you can just dilute it by adding a little bit of water. Once the dal comes to a boil, gently start dropping the dhoklis in batches. You don't want to add all of them at one time because they can stick to each other once they are in the dal. After you've added all the dhoklis, close the kadai and cook for about 10 to 15 minutes on medium flame. After 15 minutes, you can see how the dhoklis have all plumped up so beautifully. So finally, finish off by adding some finely chopped coriander leaves. You can see those dhoklis are beautifully cooked.
The dal is so creamy and nice. Turn off the stove and you can serve this dal dhokli nice and hot.
Recipes like this dal dhokli reminds us that wholesome living begins with simple, well-cooked food. Eat mindfully and food becomes nourishment, not just a meal. If you like this recipe, share it with your family, friends and your yoga community. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy and stay nourished.